Hello and welcome to today's webinar. Today we will be comparing the Micro OCS and XL Prime to determine which controller series is best suited for your application. Let's look at our agenda for today. We will start by summarizing the Horner All-in-one Controller lines currently available. Next, we will look at the Micro OCS and the XL Prime product lines individually and discuss the different models within each line. Then we will compare the two series in a number of key areas, such as control capabilities, the I/O options available, the graphics and communications features, the peripherals that are supported by each series, and the environments in which they can be used. There will be demonstrations throughout, and we will finish with the Q&A session. There are three main all-in-one controller product lines currently available from Horner. These are the Micro OCS series, which is the entry-level product line, the XL Prime series, which is the mid-level product line, and the new Canvas series, which is the top-level product line. In other words, the Micro OCS is what you would use for simple applications. The XL Prime series provides more advanced machine control, and the Canvas series builds upon that advanced machine control, adding advanced graphics and IIoT. Next, we will look at the individual models in the Micro OCS and XL product lines, starting with the Micro OCS series. First, we have the X2 controller. This is the least expensive controller available from Horner, and is one of the few controllers that still has a monochrome screen, as well as a key-based user interface instead of a touchscreen. The X2 is also the only Horner controller currently available that does not have an Ethernet port. Though the X2 is not as powerful in comparison to the other controllers that Horner offers, it is still incredibly powerful compared to a programmable relay, for example, in terms of the amount of logic that's supported and the amount of I/O that's built in. So the X2 is the entry-level point within the entry-level Micro OCS family. Next, we have the X4 controller, which is one of the most popular models that Horner offers today in terms of unit volume. The X4 is the entry-level point when it comes to the lowest cost color touchscreen and the lowest cost Horner product that includes an Ethernet port and full Ethernet functionality. The X4 is also a very compact size, which can fit into many different applications. The X7 and the X10 offer larger screens that allow you to put more objects on the screen and offer more visibility to your operator at any given time. The 7-inch color model is one of the most popular choices for small to medium machine controls among several industries, and the X7 is also very popular in the Horner Micro OCS product lineup. The X10 is also a popular choice, with a 10-inch screen that allows even more objects and data to be displayed on a screen at any given time. These larger screens also allow you to have larger objects which can be seen from a further distance away from the apparatus. There are two main I/O options available with the Micro OCS product line. These are the Model A, which is strictly solid state from an I/O standpoint, and the Model R, which offers some relay capability for outputs. The Model A has a total of 30 I/O points with 12 DC inputs, 12 DC outputs, 4 analog inputs, and 2 analog outputs. The Model R is identical to this, except on the output side. The Model R uses 6 relays and 2 low current solid-state outputs. 4 to 20 mA are supported on the analog side, and you have 4 analog inputs and 2 analog outputs. In the case of all Micro OCS models except the X2, you can also connect RTD temperature sensors to the analog inputs, provided that the temperature range -50 to +200 degrees Celsius is sufficient for your application. The Micro OCS series offers capable basic factory communications for all of its controllers. As mentioned before, the X2 does not offer Ethernet. However, like the rest of the series, it offers other serial ports and CAN ports for I/O expansion. The basic industrial Ethernet protocols are also supported, such as Ethernet IP as an I/O adapter, Modbus TCP, client and server protocols, the ability to remotely monitor and control over a web interface with WebMI support, support for CAN Open as an optional protocol, and support for BACnet. BACnet building automation and control can be supported with an optional field upgrade, either over Ethernet or over a serial port. Next, we will look at the Prime series, starting with the entry-level point into this product line, which is the X5 Prime. This 4.3-inch model stands out from the other controllers in this series with its unique I/O complement. This controller has only one option available from an I/O standpoint, which is 4 digital inputs, 4 analog inputs, and 4 digital outputs. However, this is the only area where the X5 is limited in terms of its logic capability and the volume of program and variables it can support. This is a popular option from the XL series and builds upon the original market created by the X5 model itself. Many X5 users have transitioned to the X5 Prime as it offers more speed and capacity, along with all the features that made the original X5 popular. Then we have the XL4 Prime, the XL6 Prime, and the XLW Prime. The XL4 Prime is a continuation of the popular X4 model and features a standard quarter-DIN cutout, allowing it to fit into some tight spaces and many applications similar to the X4. The XL6 Prime maintains the 5.7-inch size in the product line, allowing OEMs to maintain this popular controller screen size on their machines for as long as possible. For this reason, we also have the XLW Prime controller, which has a 7-inch screen in the exact same cutout as the 5.7-inch screen. From the XL7 Prime and onwards, this series offers extra communications capabilities as well as audio. As well as this, these controllers have 2 dedicated ports for OEMs that may want to have a dedicated Ethernet network on their machine and still provide their customers with a dedicated Ethernet port of their own. The XL7 from the XL series has been a popular model for years, so this model has been maintained through the Prime series. The 10.4-inch screen size has also been a popular choice from Horner, so this size is also offered through the XL10 Prime, once again allowing OEMs to maintain the screen sizes of their controllers for as long as possible and allowing for an easy upgrade to the Prime series. Finally, we have the XL15 Prime. This high-resolution 15-inch screen is the largest screen size available from Horner, so if your application needs a lot of objects on the screen, then the XL15 Prime might be the right fit for you. Now let's look at the I/O options from the XL Prime series. As mentioned before, the X5 Prime has a unique I/O complement with 4 inputs, 4 outputs, and 4 analog inputs, so there is only one I/O model available for the X5 Prime. All of the other models in the series feature 6 different factory options, ranging from no built-in I/O for the Model 0 to 42 I/O points for the Model 4. One of the more popular models among these options would be the Model 2, which has 12 inputs, 6 relay outputs, and 4 analog inputs. This model is cost-effective and is the lowest cost model that includes built-in I/O and still has a lot of functionality. Another popular option is the Model 6 because it offers a lot of analog support. The Model 6 supports 6 high-resolution universal analog inputs for thermocouples, RTDs, voltage and current with at least 16-bit resolution, as well as 4 analog outputs that can be voltage or current. All XL Prime models from the XL4 Prime onwards also support many different sensor types, including 4 to 20 mA or 0 to 10 volts, thermistor, thermocouple, and RTD in their full range. In regards to communication options, the XL Prime builds upon everything the Micro series supports and adds to it. Once again, the XL7 Prime and onwards have 2 LAN ports and 2 CAN ports available for extra field bus functions. You can also easily add Wi-Fi as either a second or third port on the XL Prime series through the USB to Wi-Fi adapter available from Horner, so you could have as many as 3 Ethernet ports if you add Wi-Fi to a 2-port model. As well as this, there are some protocols that are only supported with the Prime series and not the Micro series, such as J1939 protocols, which could be useful for mobile or shipboard applications. As well as this, if you use inductive automations or ignition web SCADA programs, then MQTT Sparkplug could be used to push data in a modern way up that ecosystem. The Prime series supports MQTT Sparkplug as a one-time field upgrade, however the Micro series does not. Now we will compare some of the key areas between the 2 series, starting with logic capabilities. As we can see from the specifications shown, There is a big difference in the horsepower between the Prime and the Micro series. The Prime series offers a far bigger program size of 2 megabytes compared to the Micro series, which is 256,000 bytes. There is also 10 times more variable support with the Prime series. The scan rate of the Prime series is 20 times faster than the Micro series. From a logic standpoint, the two series are very similar. They both support ladder logic and standard IEC. However, only the Prime series supports enhanced IEC, which offers some simulation and advanced debugging capabilities. Although the Micro series is limited in some ways compared to the Prime series, we will note that the Micro series still offers a reasonable amount of program and variable capacity, as well as an efficient scan rate. So if your application does not require a large amount of variables, and more basic I/O capabilities are sufficient, then the Micro series could be an ideal fit and a more cost-effective solution. Next, we will compare the graphics capabilities of the two product lines. Once again, there is a big difference between the capabilities of the Prime series compared to the Micro series. For example, the Prime series can support many more screens than the Micro series, as well as support more objects per screen. When you change screens, you will also notice a faster change in the screen time with Prime models, as it may take only 10 milliseconds to change screens with the Prime series compared to 100 milliseconds with the Micro series. So if you're looking for the fastest response time possible on your screens, or you have a lot of trending or objects on the screen with many different screens you need to configure, then the Prime series will make a visible difference over the Micro series. However, the Micro series still offers good basic screen capability. Once again, from a communication standpoint, the Micro series offers a lot of capabilities, especially when compared with competitors. The Prime series builds on and supports more of these capabilities, going above and beyond what the Micro series can do. We will also compare the peripherals that are supported by each of these series. USB-A ports are available on every Prime unit, however they are not available on the Micro series. So flash drives and Horner's Wi-Fi to USB adapter are only supported on the Prime series. Both the Micro series and the Prime series support micro SD, so you are able to do data logging and many other options that require removable media objects. Some of the advanced peripherals, like audio output capability and video playback, which may be used for help videos for the operator on your machine, for example, and the audio output is only available with the XL7 Prime model and onwards. From an environment standpoint, the standard specs for temperature are identical for both the Micro and Prime series. However, if you have a more extreme environment that gets really cold, such as an outdoor environment, you have some additional options for wider temperature range models with the Prime series that are not available in the Micro series. Both the Micro and Prime series are Class 1 Division 2 hazardous location rated. However, we will note that the XL15 Prime does not yet have its rating because it is a newer model. So both series offer good specs from an environmental standpoint. However, if you have a specifically tough or extreme environment, then the XL Prime offers some advantages here. So now we have looked at the individual models in each series, and we have also compared the different specifications for each series. Finally, we will discuss when each series would best fit your application, starting with the Micro OCS. The Micro series is an ideal solution for simple applications, such as programs that don't require a very fast scan time or a large amount of variables. The Micro series is a reliable option that offers a lot of basic capabilities and good performance for a more cost-effective price point, especially when compared to competitors, making it one of our more popular controller series. There are also many reasons to opt for the Prime series. For example, if your application requires more memory or a higher performance, or if your physical environment is more challenging. If you need a very large screen size, then the XL15 Prime is the largest model Horner offers from a screen standpoint. The Prime series also offers more I/O options, as well as more advanced communication requirements, such as MQTT Sparkplug or J1939 protocols. To summarize the two series, in general, the XL Prime series is much more powerful than the Micro OCS series. However, for simple applications that don't require advanced capabilities from a capacity standpoint or a raw speed standpoint, or for applications that don't use a lot of screens or objects per screen, then the Micro OCS is a reliable and capable choice. But if you need more advanced capabilities and more power for your application, then the XL Prime is an ideal choice. That concludes our webinar for today. Thank you so much for listening, and the Q&A session will begin shortly.